Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be breaking down for you how to diet to gain muscle for aspiring teen bodybuilders. But first, my name is Noah Hunsaker. I am the founder of Get Her Done Fitness, and I made it my mission to help other young and teenage men get the body that they've always dreamed of. And a very big part of that is going to be your diet and what exactly you're eating, how much you're eating, when you're eating. I'm going to make it all as simple as possible for you guys to understand. Because I know that when I first started lifting, I didn't even know where to start when it came to dieting. I did it all completely wrong. And I do not want you guys to make those same mistakes, go through that same pain and suffering, and not being able to see gains because, quite frankly, you're eating wrong. When I first started lifting, I was probably eating under 2,000 calories, and I thought that the best diet to do would be as low calorie and high protein as possible. So I would literally eat salad and these really crappy pork chops that I made. And I thought that that was going to make me massive, huge, insane gains. But what it did is it actually had the opposite effect to where I actually lost weight and was skinnier than when I first started. And so I do not want you guys to make those same mistakes. But before I get into all that, I would like to clear up some very common misconceptions about what exactly your diet should be. And the very first misconception is going to be starving yourself. If this is literally so important. If I could crawl through this camera and slap you in the face over and over again and tell it to you until you said it back, I would, because it's literally that important. Like, you guys need to understand that you do not need to starve yourself. You do not want to starve yourself. You are, in fact, going to be eating a lot of food. If you're a smaller guy, you're looking to gain muscle, you're looking to get bigger, you got to feel your body do that. You got to be eating a lot of food. How much is a lot of food? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to get into very shortly if you stick with me. But I cannot express how important this is. It's that important. You do not need to starve yourself. You're going to be eating so much food. You are literally going to be stuffing your face until you're sick in many cases. Okay, very first thing is you need to master your caloric intake. What exactly does that mean? Your caloric intake is exactly how many calories you're eating, how much food you're eating, and what should that look like? Okay, first of all, you need to find out what your caloric maintenance is. And this is different for every single person, okay? There is not a single person on this planet that weighs the exact same as me, is the exact same height as me, is the exact same activity level as me, and eats the exact same calories as me. Okay, it's literally different for every single person. And so that's what you got to find out for yourself, is what your caloric maintenance is. And this is going to take a bit of trial and error, but I promise you that it'll be worth it in the long run. Okay? And how exactly do you do that? Well, you're going to try to eat at a specific calorie level, and you're going to see if that makes you lose, maintain, or gain weight. If you lose weight, that means that you are in a caloric deficit where you are intaking less calories than you're burning, therefore you are losing weight. And then if you're maintaining your weight for X amount of weeks with that specific caloric intake, that is going to be your caloric maintenance, where you're not gaining or losing any weight by eating X amount of calories. And then if you are eating X amount of calories and you're gaining weight, that means that that is a caloric surplus for you, where you are consuming more calories than you are burning, therefore you are gaining weight. Okay? The most basic principle they need to understand is calories in, calories out. You're going to hear so many different people spout off about, oh, keto diet, oh, paleo diet, oh, low sugar, oh, high sugar, high protein, low protein, yada, 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 high fat, low fat. If you eat fat, you're going to get fat. If you eat low fat, it's actually going to have the opposite effect because of your metabolism slowing down because of the lower calorie. Like, just cut all that out and just listen to what I am saying, okay? Because I speak the truth right now. And that is, it is calories in, calories out for the rest of time and eternity. It always has been, it always will be, no matter what anyone tells you. Okay? If you want to lose weight, you are going to be eating in a caloric deficit, where you are burning more calories than you are intaking. If you want to maintain your weight, you're going to eat at a caloric maintenance where you're not gaining or losing any weight. And if you want to gain weight, which is what all of you are trying to do, then you are going to be looking at a caloric surplus where you are consuming more calories than you are burning. And if you're eating the right foods at the caloric surplus, that weight is going to be added as a muscle. So now let's crunch some numbers. How much of a caloric surplus are you going to want to be in? Well, for most of you, you're probably going to be looking at a 300 to 500 calorie surplus is what I would recommend. I eat at about, well, right now I'm actually trying to maintain my weight and cut a little bit. And so I'm eating right at my caloric maintenance of about 3,000 calories a day. I'm a skinnier guy by nature. I have a higher metabolism, and my caloric maintenance happens to be around 3,000 calories. I've been tracking my calories for so long that I just know that when I eat this amount, I do not gain or lose weight. And so that's my caloric maintenance is 3,000 calories, and I found that through trial and error. And how exactly are you going to track your calories to find this out? Well, I would recommend go to the App Store, go to the Google Play Store, and download MyFitnessPal. Okay, it's the best one. It's so streamlined. It's so simple to understand. You don't need any explanation. You go in, you just do it. It's so basic, so easy to understand. And they have every single food that you can imagine. Like, you can literally scan the barcode for the food packaging, and 99% of the time it'll come up with a result. Okay, and so you're going to be tracking your calories with MyFitnessPal, and you're going to try eating at, I would recommend for all of you, considering that you're younger men, smaller guys, I would recommend starting out trying 3,000 calories a day. Try eating 3,000 calories a day for 3 weeks. And if you gain weight, that means that's a caloric surplus for you. If you lose weight, that means that is a caloric deficit for you. You might have a very high metabolism, very high caloric maintenance. That's totally fine, totally normal. It's different for everyone, like I've said many times over. And if you don't gain or lose any weight, that is your caloric maintenance. And then from there, you want to fine tune it. And so if you're not eating enough, you then want to eat more. If you're eating too much, you're gaining too much weight, you want to eat less. If it's right at the level, okay, 3,500 calories would be, a caloric surplus. And so I'm going to eat 3,500 calories a day. And the next part of this is making sure that your protein intake is on point. You don't need to worry about carbs and fats and sugar. Don't worry about any of that, okay? All you need to focus on is protein and calories. Okay, make sure you're eating at a 300 to 500 calorie surplus. And when it comes to protein, you're going to be eating about 1 gram per pound of body weight. And so if right now you weigh 150 pounds, you're going to eat 150 grams of protein every single day, along with your 500 calorie surplus that you discover. And if you weigh 165 pounds, you're going to be eating 165 grams of protein. If you weigh 130 pounds, you're going to eat 130 grams of protein. And then as you gain weight, you can adjust that. So then if you gain 20 pounds in the next 6 months, at that point, you are going to be eating 150 grams of protein because you gained 20 pounds and that's your weight at that time. Okay? Very simple, very easy. I promise you that if you stick with it and you put the work in and you have the dedication to stick with it, that you are going to be getting the results that you are looking for with this. Something else that I would like to bring up is, what time should you eat? How long should you wait in between meals, etc.? The answer is very simple. It does not matter. Anyone that tries to tell you otherwise is bullshitting you. Excuse my language. But it is literally complete. Anyone that tells you anyone that tells you anything different has either been given the wrong information or they're just straight up bullshitting you and they know it. Okay? It does not matter what time you eat. It is not, none of that matters. As long as you're eating X amount of calories, X amount of protein, in that specific 24-hour window in that day. It does not matter what time you eat it, when you eat it, how much of it you eat at once, how much you space it out. It doesn't matter. If you eat 1,000 calories, then 1,000 calories, then 1,000 calories in 3 different meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or if you eat 1,500 calories in this meal, then you have a second meal and you eat the next 1,500 calories and then you stop there, it's still 3,000 calories. It doesn't matter. You can eat all 3,000 of your calories at 6 a.m., or you can eat them all 3,000 of your calories at 8 p.m., or you can space it out into 10 different meals where they're 300 calories each. Like, it literally does not matter. It doesn't matter. All that you need to know and stick to is 500 calories surplus, 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein. And if you're putting in the work in the gym as well, I can almost guarantee you that you are going to see much better results than you would otherwise taking everyone else's bullshit advice. If you are a 16 to 19-year-old young man who would like to potentially work one-to-one with me to get the body that you've always dreamed of, go down below and book a call with me to see if you are potentially a good fit for a very limited time program that I'm offering. Also, go down below and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a new video. Like, comment, share, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Always remember to get her done.